Hi, I'm Mark. I'm the fig professor. I'm here to talk about the fall preparations for the figs. We're at the end of the season and we had a great growing season this year. So right now we're the 23rd of October. Cold weather is here, so there's a lot of fig trees that still have the greenery, but the figs will not ripen now. This week, next week, the temperatures are going to start dropping. For those of you that have potted figs here in the Midwest region, we just got a frost warning here for tonight in the Chicagoland area at least. So the trees are going to go inside to protect them. So why do I want to take them indoor overnight is any growth that's still green on the trees will get damaged. So you can see here, this limb is already brown and lignified, so that won't get hurt by the frost. But if you have newer growth, so for example, let's take a look at this tree here. Down here it's starting to lignify, but up at the top it's green. So anything that's green will get what's called frost pruned. They'll get damaged and then it will eventually die back, so you can't use it for rooting or anything. So for those people that are gonna just chop the trees and get rid of it and not keep the cuttings, that's fine. But I am gonna have my cuttings used, so I wanna protect the green growth and not let them get damaged because of the frost. So I'm going to put them in at nightfall, let them stay in the garage, and in the morning when it warms up enough into the high 30s or low 40s, they're going to come back outside and let them continue their dormancy. Now, there's a couple of things that are good to prepare for the fall season. If we go this way, I'm going to show you all that dirt that I bought. I already mixed up and put them in buckets. So all the dirt is ready so that when I do the potting indoors over the winter, you can not have to have a big mess inside. It's already mixed and ready to go. You just cut them out of the pots, and I'll have a video on the repotting session, but that's one less step to take care of. So what else do we need to do in the fall time is to help the trees go dormant. Any fruit that is unripened, you want to take off of the trees. So I had to pluck all these off. That's quite a tragedy actually. And the same thing with the leaves. So as you notice, some of the leaves are starting to yellow and they should come off quite easily. So this one just pops off, but the green leaves, these are quite firm and stay on. So how do you speed up the process? You could cut all the leaves along the stem. So usually right around the middle, you want to defoliate the tree and cut always in the middle of the stem like this. And as you take the leaves off, that's going to help speed up the dormancy process. So these nubs will eventually fall off by themselves as the temperatures continue to cool down and the tree goes to sleep. So don't worry, it's okay to do that. And the reason why I'm cutting them in the middle of the stem is you don't want to break them off and damage the bark or the stem of the tree. Because if you break it off, you can create a tear or an injury. So it's better to let it be cut by the stem and then let it fall off naturally, and that will avoid any problems with the trees. So what am I going to do then with all the leaves and the figs that have accumulated? I had purchased a bucket over here, and I'm going to put these all into a bin and use that eventually to make a compost. So this would be a spectacular material for the compost, because whatever nutrients the fig trees have absorbed throughout the season in terms of my fertilizing regimen and growing is locked into the leaves and in the wood parts and in the fruits themselves. So by composting it, you're releasing all that nutrient, making it into a soil, which will make a wonderful top dressing for next season to put on top of the pots. And that's another kind of, think of it as a rich organic fertilizer. So because we're entering the winter season, the composting won't really get very far now, but in the springtime, as the temperatures warm up, that's when the composting will really start happening. So I'm going to fill these up, make my compost recipe, and then in the spring, take them out, let them start to deteriorate. And I would say within 2-3 months, we'll have a nice compost that we can apply on top of the pots. So really, that's it for the fall treatment of the trees, is just taking them indoors. When you get frost warnings, you want to help speed up the dormancy process, pruning off all the leaves from all the trees, which is going to be quite a chore. Plucking any unripe figs, and then the same thing, the figs that are unripened, I do the same thing as that I did on the leaf, is I cut it near the base of the stem, because again, you don't want to rip it off and damage the bark. So just by cutting it like this at the base, and snipping them, it avoids damaging the tree. So here I can show you, there's the nib where I had cut one of the figs off, and again, that will eventually fall off naturally, and that won't cause any harm to the plant. So really, this is going to be the last video now for a couple of weeks because, like I said, this is all in preparation for the cold weather here in the Midwest. So those of you that have potted trees, again, an important reminder, if you want to use cuttings and you have green growths and you want them dormant so you can root them in the springtime, definitely keep them inside so that they don't get frost pruned. Otherwise, like I said, if those who are chopping the trees and you cut them back for next year's growth, and you're going to discard it, then no worries. But lignified wood is protected, green is not. So hopefully this will get everybody set up for the fall weather, and hopefully you found this video informative. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for watching. Until next time, have a good day. Thank you, and take care.